The Honourable Member for Chateauguay-Lacole. Thank you, Madam Chair.
For his speech, and he's clearly very knowledgeable on this topic. We've always believed on this side that the best deals are reached at the bargaining table, and our government is prepared to negotiate in good faith with our American counterparts, but we're not willing to just accept any deal at any cost. And when our government was renegotiating CUSMA with the Trump administration, former Prime Minister Harper urged the Canadian government to fold and capitulate. I wonder if the member recalls that, and if the member can comment.
L'Honorable député de Courtenay-Alberni.
Madam Speaker, 42 years at the negotiating table. That's a long time. I don't know. If I'm the government, I wouldn't be patting myself on the back or blaming another political party, because certainly we know the Conservative approach didn't work, for sure. It's like I said earlier, it's taxing the axe, because their model was tax from both sides of the border that they agreed to, Madam Speaker. $1 billion hit to the BC lumber industry, Madam Speaker, and producers in British Columbia, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, $500 million of that went to lobbyists. This is what Stephen Harper negotiated. But the Liberals, they drag this out. There hasn't been a full court press on this issue, Madam Speaker. They have not negotiated well, clearly, and we need a different approach. We need to keep our fibre, as much of it, in Canada. We need to supply our mills. We need to end raw log exports. We need to add value to our fibre. We need to retool our mills. We need to invest heavily, Madam Speaker, into ensuring that we're kept up with the international market and that we're supplying the international market with the needs in countries where they don't have access to fibre, Madam Speaker, and emerging markets, Madam Speaker, where there's huge opportunity. Mass timber, we talked about that. We've seen some great models in British Columbia of small players that can't access fibre. This is ridiculous. They can't access fibre. Well, the federal government allows international trade, Madam Speaker, allows export of our fibre, and our local mills can't get access. This is just absolutely bonkers, Madam Speaker. I can't think of any country in the world that is managing their forest sector like this in the first world. It's unbelievable. And the opportunity is here. It's right now, Madam Speaker. I hope next week in the budget that the federal government's going to take a different approach. They're going to look at mass timber. They're going to look at value added, retooling, putting more money on the table. Now, I'll say this. Catalyst Mill in our riding got the most amount of money, federal, ever in the history of our riding, to retool our mill so we can make food-grade paper and replace plastic paper, and that's when you go to Costco, you get your hot dog. That's from my riding, Madam Speaker. 8 times the value per ton is what we're getting now because of that retooling. Let's do more of that.